PEZ fans, today, here, live from the PEZ test bench, we are looking at the Arundel Floor Pump 1. Perhaps named because it looks like the number one, or in my case, it's the number one pump in my rotation. Yeah, it's been working that well. I'm actually loving this thing. There's a lot of cool features about this pump. Let's take a look at it. It's not going to take too long, but I'll tell you what, by the end of this thing, you are going to be pumped up. We're going to pump you up right here on PEZ. Starting up at the top. First of all, beautiful floor pump made of very high quality ingredients. Craftsmanship is very good. The thing I like about Arundel is it's a smaller company, a lot like PEZ, so I like what these guys are doing. They've been building high quality stuff. You may know them for their years of doing great work on bottle cages, or more recently, you may have put some of this stuff onto your bike. Some of their excellent bar tape. Their Synth Gecko is one of my favorites. Got a great story about how I recovered one of the swing handles over at my kids' local playground just across the street. And it's been running for 2 years now of hardcore kid play in there. They're swinging off of this thing like crazy. Kids from all over the neighborhood are coming around. The tape is still functioning perfectly. Hasn't slipped, ripped, or torn. So it's a pretty good demo, I think, of how durable a lot of their stuff is. Right off the top, things you're going to notice about this pump. First of all, boom, the handle. Look at this beautiful work of art. Yeah, you see that? Yeah. I love this thing. It's made of wood. A wooden handle, it's something we like to hold on to. It's something it feels good in your hand. It's not a flimsy plastic one that bends when you're putting too much pressure on it. Something about a wooden handle pump that harkens back to the days of the great road cycling era. You know, it means business. It's going to get the job done. You can rely on it. Basically, every part on this pump, and there are a lot of them, is replaceable. Yeah, I know. I love that. Well, going from the top right down to the bottom, we'll get to what's in between in a minute, but the base is beautiful. It's forged aluminum. This stuff it's not going to bend, it's not going to crack, it's not going to break. This is the same stuff that, you know, guys like Shimano are using to build their cranks out of. So basically, you know, this ain't going to be going anywhere. It's a super solid base. Something else I like about the base, look at that shape. Big triangular base. What that means is that this thing is going to be extra stable on the floor, on the ground when you're stepping on it. The difference too is that a lot of other companies will build bases that are perhaps as long as this one. This is about 9 inches across in diameter. Other companies will build them that are similar in length or width, but not on a triangular style like this. The reason is it just costs more to ship a pump like this. It takes up a bigger box, takes up more space, costs more to ship. Arundel doesn't want to be sending you parts in a box that you can possibly mess up when you're putting together. They do all the final assembly at their headquarters in Texas. Everything comes out of there and it's done the way they want it to. It's sent to you the way it should be. It comes out of a box, which costs them more to ship to you. But doesn't cost you more because the price of this pump is 99 bucks US. I know. It's amazing. $99 gets you an incredible floor pump. What else about the base that I like? Here we go. Check it. The dial, right here. It's 3 inches in diameter. A lot of other pumps, a lot of less expensive pumps, a lot of more expensive pumps are using smaller dials, 2 inches, 2.5 inches. You see a lot more of those out there because simply it's a pump size that is made ubiquitously around the world. So there's millions of them being made. They cost a lot less than the 3-inch dial, 3-inch diameter. But this one is easier to see. It's bigger. When you're standing up at the top of this thing looking down at it, and especially if you're a guy of a certain age, as I am, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you PEZ fans out there watching this are, you can see this thing. You don't need your glasses. It's nice. The glass on the bottom, the glass cover is actually not glass at all. Glass is expensive and it can scratch or chip. It's plastic, it's a bit more durable, it's less expensive. Rubber hose, it's a soft, flexible rubber hose. It's not the kind that's going to be, you know, some of them are too stiff, they're pulling on your wheel. You're like, you can't get the thing to work, you know, to sit properly while you've got it onto your wheel. Nice durable rubber hose, also replaceable. The tube, this is a seamless aluminum tube that inside needs to be precisely round. There's got to be a perfect diameter inside this thing from the bottom all the way to the top. so that you don't lose air, you don't lose pressure when you're pumping, when you're inflating tires, you don't want any imperfections on the inside. Making the inside of one of these tube smooths is not the easiest thing in the world. Essentially what happens is a company that specializes in building these things makes these to Arundel specs, and they use a large or a very precise mandrel that is drawn through the center of this tube that basically precisely creates the diameter inside here so that you will not lose pressure, you don't lose pressure. I've been using this pump for a few months now. I haven't seen any evidence that any leakage of any kind happening anywhere. Probably my favorite thing about this pump, let me show you this. We're going to show this close up, but this is it. This is the pump head, the valve head, the pump head. I love this feature right here. This one is available with 3 different styles of pump head. This one is probably my favorite. It's got the thumb lock on it so that when you clamp it onto the valve stem, you simply lock it in place by squeezing with your thumb with one hand, and it's in place. Now, if you're like me, you've had a lot of these annoying issues with valve heads or pump heads where you're trying to flip it. It's got to be flipped up. It's got to be flipped down. You need 2 hands to do it. Meanwhile, the thing's wiggling off of the valve stem. It's just annoying. Something else I like about this, which is made from, I should tell you, stainless steel, high-grade aluminum, and chromed parts. So it's made to look good, it's made to be durable, and function in a very precise way. Couple things here. This part actually unscrews, and ta-da, inside you've now got a valve stem cover that you can run on Schrader valves. You can buy a kit with the pump that comes with both of the other pump heads if you like, or just go with one, which I have chosen to do. Here's something else that's really fantastic about this that I wanted to show you. Inside is a rubber grommet that connects to and seals around the valve stem. Okay, it's right here. If we can get in close, I'm going to show you a close-up picture of this thing. Inside this, there are graduated steps which have been molded in place to better fit around a valve stem for a more secure fitting, which means more air going into the tire, no leakage, and nobody likes leakage, higher pressure, the kind of pressure you want. It's going to be, I just thought it was brilliant. The thing that I like that Arundel's doing with their pump, with their floor pump one, like they do with a lot of their, well, all of their gear really, is they bring stuff to market that doesn't break the bank to buy it, but they've put into it the highest level of quality and craftsmanship and workmanship and materials that they can. They make a lot of smart choices. Okay, here we go. Yeah. That is pretty much everything you need to know about the Arundel Floor Pump 1. It's available online at arundel.com. Costs 99 bucks US. Yes, you heard me correctly, 99 bucks. It's a steal of a deal. This thing is a fantastic price. Very good piece of equipment. The kind that I like in my shop here in PEZ HQ. Thanks for tuning in. This is PEZ, I'm out. And we will see you again shortly with another fantastic review.